Hi guys, so we are back with doing another print because the last print didn't work as well. What I did last time is what I should have been doing. You can still print without doing this process because obviously I've done prints which have been really successful in my view. You may not agree, some people just don't agree, that's how the world works. But normally when you do printing, when I was at university or college, we'd always wet the paper, then damp the paper down and then put it through the press with either colourgraph or liner print or whatever technique that we're using at the time. So this is the last one I did. The print came out a lot better, where you can see where I rolled it with whatever I used. I think it was my an empty bottle or something, but again I think I've put this down to the paper because this paper isn't the best quality. Like, I got 28 sheets for £1 from Poundland. Like, it's a good sketchbook, but I don't think printing wise it's very good. So I've managed to find some proper good paper, roughly about the same size, A4. It's literally this. I've got to just put it between these two sheets and just take out a bit more of the moisture, then it should be ready to go. That is A4 size, which is a really good size to start off with. I find, like, if you think, or if you're struggling with trying to find a paper size or what kind of size you want to work on, either on paper or on canvas or any other kind of art mediums, I always find if you work on A4 at the start, which is 29.4 centimeters by 42 centimeters roughly, you can either go, oh, it seems a bit too crammed in, I don't know if I should go bigger size, and then obviously the bigger size next to that is 42 centimeters by 50, oh god, I always get this wrong, I want to say 59.6 by 42 centimeters, give or take. I'm not an expert in paper sizes. That always seems to be a good starting point for me, and plus because you're not working on something massive, you save money on art materials, because obviously A4 paper is a lot more cheaper to buy than A3 or A2 or A1, etc, etc. Okay, whilst that paper is sitting in there and hopefully drying a little bit, I'm just going to print up this section here. Now we do about a couple pops. Well, for those who have been following my channel, and I know who you are because there's like 5 of you, I've been using the same printing block since like the first time, well, I think it was a couple of times after my first video of printmaking, because I used a little squeegee one, whereas this one I literally bought once, and this was like £4.95 at the time from Amazon, and it's been brilliant. It is water based. Which basically means you can only get one use out of it, like print use, but it is pretty good payoff, and for the money and for the amount you get 300ml, and I thought that wasn't going to be enough, but honestly it's pretty good quality for what you get. Okay, so that's all been printed off. As you might notice, there is bits of, like, I want to say flaps flaps of paper that have been left there from previous prints. Basically I couldn't get them off the perspex. You can get them off if you just get like a water gun, like a spray, like a water hose thing from the garden, and spray it off, but I actually quite like it when they're actually left in because they create some really cool marks. Is it curate or curate? I can never tell the difference, like I can't hear the difference between it. I know it's completely different spelling, but that's just my that's just my head. So for those of you who probably can hear my computer in the background, it's currently downloading some software, also known as The Sims, if anyone can relate. I am actually quite a big gamer. I love it. Like, this is totally off topic of art, but I love video games and how like realistic they've become recently. They're just been insane. And I do spend a good couple of hours each night playing on it. It's like kind of my I don't want to say my dirty little secret, like my thing that I like to do after art, just to relax. Like, not saying that art, I don't find art like boring, but like if you do the same thing every single day and just whittle it to death, then you are gonna want to just do something else. When I put the shapes down, I generally don't have an idea. I just kind of start with one and then work off of that, try and make a kind of interesting composition. And sometimes landscapes do pop up in my head and I'm just like, oh, I could do one like that. But honestly, sometimes it's just rotten luck. Not rotten luck, good luck. Once again, if you haven't ever seen anything like this, where the bits of paper have been put down is where white bits are going to show up, and the black bits where you can see right through to where I've put the ink is the parts that are going to print onto the piece of paper. There are parts of... What do I want this? I want this somewhere, but I don't know where I want it. Up here. There are bits of paper that I've used from the last print, which is this one, and I think there's another piece, I think it's this one actually, that have ink still on it, so they will still print but not as jet black as this, and it kind of gives this really nice texture, and if you get it right it can look really three-dimensional and just really pretty. Pretty cool, that's what I was meant to say. I hate the word pretty. It's so like, oh, you're so pretty. Like, it's so, like, I want to say ironic. It's kind of demonizing? I don't know what I'm getting at, but if you get what I mean. So, that's another piece here that I've just put down that is still got a bit of ink on it. I want to put some more white in. Should be ready to go. Cool. Well, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to put them down below in the comment section and I'll try my best to answer them, but obviously YouTube is very weird. They tend to not tell me when someone's liked or commented on my art videos, and I tend to miss them, but I do eventually find them. It may take me a couple of days, but I've had a couple of comments on my channel before and I'm like, I'm going to tell me YouTube that someone's asked me a question. So here it is. This is the piece of paper. As you can see, it's a bit more flimsy and a bit more, well, it looks a bit more whiter to me, but that just might be my eye. So here we go. I have this kind of, it's not a roller, it's actually a power pack that I'm just going to use to kind of hopefully print something onto this piece of paper, because otherwise this is kind of a waste. And yes, I am in my PJs if anyone is wondering. I tend to get out of bed and run into my studio, which is basically my old sister's room. Okay, it has printed. Attached some other bits of paper as well to it. Oh, that was cool. If anyone saw that. Okay, so I'm just going to start to peel these bits off. I was not expecting that bit to. That's pretty cool. Okay, so definitely a pretty cool print. Pretty cool print. Makes it sound really weird. So this has actually worked off a lot better than the first print I did. It's definitely come out a lot more black. One thing I would just want to improve on is definitely trying to find a way to print better with my feet. Maybe put another piece of paper on top and just use my feet for that, because obviously you can see where it's kind of darker over here and then get gradually lighter, which is kind of cool. Not knocking it or anything, but it's just one of those things where you think it could probably do with a bit more pressure, definitely on this side. So it would have been that side? Yeah, it would have been this side. So yeah, well, I can't knock this. This is pretty cool. I'm very, very happy that it turned out like this. It's definitely very interesting and different. I really love the sharpness around here. It's just really, really bright white, and then you've got these dark black patches and then kind of this grading marks around it. You've also got kind of these spotting effects going on as well. It's just really cool how simple this printmaking technique is, but you can create some really, really cool looking prints really cheaply, really quite easily. And it's, like I said, it's just paper and ink pretty much. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if any suggestions you have. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because why the hell not? And I shall see you guys next time. Bye.